Yo, what's up everybody and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing week. Currently it is Friday, end of this week, and Bitcoin is right now losing our value area high and our weekly pivot, and we are heading straight down to that 180 18k dollar region where the point of control, basically the POC, sits. And as you can see, Bitcoin is right now on the way to test this area as support, as we discussed in my previous video. As long as we hold this level right here, then potentially we can see another push towards the all-time high. But as of right now, if Bitcoin starts pushing lower to the downside, you can see the next target for Bitcoin would be this very key level right here. And if we lose this level, it is very possible that we retest the zones that are to the downside. Basically, 112k is very possible to get tested. You can see we also do have our last weekly pivot support sitting at 105k. So this is also in the cards. Basically, the all of this price range right here is possible to happen during the week, since our pivot points are there. They do not always get hit all the way up or all the way down, but they are possible targets for the price range of this week. And as of right now, you can see Ethereum is also, after losing the weekly pivot, heading towards the downside. Potentially, we are going to be taking out this bottom right here at around 3,824 if this dip continues. So basically, uh, everything is going down as of right now, since, as you know, if Bitcoin is going down, then so will everything else. You can see the pump token also going down, the stock market also pushing to the downside. If we see on the lower time frame, you can see that's a big red candle for the stock market, which is we have not had those in a while. Basically, as you can see, 2% of a candle for the Nasdaq, which is pretty insane. As you can see right here, my opinion, this has to do with the US government being shut down right now. We are not having any new events, any news right here. As you can see, the US government data, because of the shutdown, it is impacted. So we are not having any news. And this, in my opinion, also bad for the market. But also it is just potentially a long awaited correction, since, as you can see, we have not had correction in the past couple of days, like here or like right here, or like before during the quarterly 3 months of August. So basically, right now we are having that correction to the downside. Bitcoin will continue to push lower as long as the stock market also pushes lower. Gold is pushing hard because the stock market is dumping. You can see the dollar is also dumping, since gold is going up. Basically, the altcoins would be potentially going even lower if the uh, stock market continues to drop. But it is Friday. This may be a fake out move, as you know, and just a normal correction. And once the new weekly candle starts, this dump would get bought back up pretty fast, or we get like another 2 3 another 2 weeks potentially by the end of the month of correction. And then once November comes, as you know, November is also historically a very bullish month, so this is to be expected. I also wanted to cover some other altcoin that I was looking at before. It is Litecoin. Litecoin had a pretty nice move to the upside today, you can see, but right now we are basically swing failing this high right here. Also, pretty obvious trade. You can see right here we are rejecting right now as of this high right here, and this uh, dump in Bitcoin is also fueling this move basically. So basically, Bitcoin, while we are talking, is having a very aggressive move towards the downside, but so is the stock market basically. but I am expecting to see a reaction at this level. As you know, this high, this POC, we are going to be seeing some kind of a reaction. You can see open interest is going down, and CVD is also going down. So this suggests that long positions are exiting right here. There are no new shorts. Basically, this means that the longs are just exiting this bloody dump to the downside. You can see if you measure it from this top right here, it is a very significant dump for the last 2 hourly candles. It is like a 3%, and from the all-time high that we made right now, we are down about 5%. Let's look at the liquidation heat map. Let me just refresh it. As I have told you yesterday, we do have a lot of liquidity piling up to the downside, and right now you can see it is being taken out. We can potentially see Bitcoin weak even lower. As I have told you, down to 120k is possible since we have a lot of liquidity building up during this move, and with the stock market dumping, it is also fueling this move to the downside. But as you know, this is completely a healthy correction after we had this nice, beautiful move of around 16% from the bottom that we made right here at 108k. So this is completely normal. What else should we look at? The Bitcoin ETF inflows are still nice and positive. We don't have a single red day. I think during this week the data for today is still not out, but I do think also potentially it may be uh, a outflow since we are pushing to the downside right now. But it is very possible that um, we are going to be seeing it. And current grid index right now remaining in that neutral zone, as I told you yesterday, after touching this uh, grid zone. Nothing new here. Long versus shorts ratio, of course, we do have more sellers in the market right now. You can see on Hyperliquid, for example, we have very big difference. As I have told you, uh, basically the last couple of days, there were more sellers on Hyperliquid at those price areas right here in our order block, which is a very strong resistance. So basically, the smart whales, the smart money was putting in sell positions right here, and right now they are paying. What else? Funding rates still remaining nice and positive, which is pretty nice. Still good for the price, and let's see if we have some news coming in for next week. Yeah, we do have CPI data and PPI, and I'm not sure if they would be applied since the government has been shut down, the US government. On Tuesday, we do have Powell speaking again, so this would be also a very important day. And I think this covers it for today, guys. I hope you liked the video. Subscribe for my channel, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.